Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Late Saturday afternoon, some massive news, really not only for the Miami Hurricane fans, but college football in general, as one of the best running backs in the country heading into 2024, committing to the Miami Hurricanes in Damien Martinez. Want to talk about a few different things. One, we all know what Damien Martinez is as a player, but more importantly, what does this fit look like for this Miami Hurricanes program heading into 2024? You look at the boxes that the Miami Hurricanes have checked in the transfer portal. Cam Ward coming over, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. You now add one of the best running backs in college football behind what I think will be one of the better offensive lines you'll see as well. Really good fit, really exciting player, fired up to get into this one. Before we do, and as always, just want to say thank you to you guys. Massive shout out to the Miami Hurricane fans. We have gone back and forth about Damien Martinez. It started out as, should Miami go after Damien Martinez? I think after a couple of days, all of us, including myself, have kind of jumped on board that we would love to see Damien Martinez added to this Miami Hurricanes offense. The amount of support y'all have shown over the last couple of weeks, it really does mean the world. If y'all do enjoy the content, enjoy the updates, consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into Damien Martinez. Now, let's start with Damien Martinez as the player. This is one of the more physically imposing, bruising running backs that you'll see across the country. 6 foot, almost 240 pounds. You take a look at the numbers during his first 2 years at Oregon State, has rushed for over 2,000 yards, 6.1 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. But I don't even think those numbers really shed light on how good Damien Martinez was for this Oregon State program the last couple of years. You look at all the success that program has had up in Corvallis. A lot of that has been on the shoulders of Damien Martinez. You start diving into a little bit more of the deeper numbers, if you will. 57 missed tackles forced, 3.8 yards after contact per carry. This is a running back that is extremely physical with a thick lower half, very rarely gets tackled by the first defender. Also over 40 rushes of 10-plus yards. One of the attributes, as I've been digging into Damien Martinez, that I don't think enough people appreciate is how explosive he can be as well. Yes, he has a punishing body, but you take a look at the quick feet, the ability to shake second-level defenders. He brings that part to his game as well. That's what makes him up one of the best running backs in the country, in my mind, heading into 2024. Now, Damien Martinez is a phenomenal football player. I don't think I'm breaking any news on that front. What fires me up the most is the fit in terms of what this Miami Hurricanes offense wants to do. You have Cam Ward. You have, in my mind, a very talented pass catcher room with guys like Restrepo, Jacoby George, even some young guys like Nikar and JoJo Trader. But you look at this Miami Hurricanes offense, you look at what Mario Cristobal is building in Miami. I mean, it's a program that wants to win on the line of scrimmage. You look at that offensive line, one of the better units heading into 2024. Now you have a physical running back to run behind, and you look at the combination of guys like Damien Martinez and Mark Fletcher, two of the more imposing running backs that you'll see in the country. What I kind of envision is, yes, this is a Miami Hurricanes team that is going to hurt teams down the field with this passing attack, but this is also a Miami Hurricanes team that can win football games by kind of just choking out opposing defenses. You look at opposing defenses tackling a guy like Damien Martinez and Mark Fletcher 40-plus times a game, especially in the ACC, where I would say the line of scrimmage play is not always that great. This is now, to me, suddenly becomes a Miami Hurricanes program that not only can win with speed and big plays on the perimeter coupled with an elite quarterback. This is a team that can win games running the football, controlling the time of possession. This is how Mario Cristobal wants to build this Hurricanes program, and you add a Damien Martinez into this running back room. I think it's a perfect fit. You could have gone for some other running backs that really good in space, can make guys miss, can hit those big plays. I'd rather have a guy like Damien Martinez behind this Miami Hurricanes offensive line. You look at the ways that the Miami Hurricanes will be able to beat teams in 2024. vast variety, right? We think they have a very good defense. They can play that, hey, we're going to run the football, control the clock, win in time of possession, and play good defense. We can also win in a shootout with Cam Ward and the weapons that he has on the outside. I think a lot of Miami Hurricane fans are fired up in terms of the fit in Damien Martinez. There are a lot of good running backs across the country. Heck, there were a lot of good running backs in the transfer portal that Miami could have gone after. You make no mistake about it. Why they went with the guy like Damien Martinez is because he's a guy that can wear defenses out, run the ball extremely hard, love the fit, love the player. And you look at this Miami Hurricanes program in the transfer portal, this was kind of the move where we said that last missing piece to the puzzle on the offensive side of the football. They go out and take care of that. It doesn't even sound like the Miami Hurricanes are nearly done in the transfer portal either. They are continuing to try to address the defensive line. They'll have Simeon Barrow Jr., Derek Harmon on campus earlier next week. This is a Miami Hurricanes program with Mario Cristobal looking at this roster. And we've talked about this a lot over the last couple of weeks and say, this is a special team. We have a quarterback that we think we can do special things with. We want to go all in. We want to make sure that all the boxes are checked within this roster to do something special, not only in the ACC, but in the college football playoffs as well. I think we're going to do a deeper dive later on, talk about why Miami can be such a special team in 2024, but we'll cut it at this. Damien Martinez, not only a phenomenal football player for the Miami Hurricanes, I think it's a phenomenal fit in terms of the identity that Mario Cristobal wants to establish for this Miami Hurricanes program. Massive news coming out of Coral Gables. Appreciate y'all rocking with the fellas. Hope you guys have a phenomenal Saturday night. I know Miami fans certainly are going to have one, and we'll talk to y'all later